Welcome to this edition of Campus Connection. I'm your host, Chuck Thompson. The broadcasting students are proud to bring the latest information from your college and community. It is our goal to bring you the current events. Grub Day is fast approaching. Charles took the week off, so here's Brittany to give you a rundown on what other campus activities are coming up.
Hello, I'm Brittany Robinson with a look at what's going on around campus this week. Remember that intramural activities happen every week. Whether your game is kickball, tennis, or football, you'll find it happening on campus this week. Every student needs a student ID. Stop by the Student Activities Office now through October 3rd to get yours made. Your ID can get you some great discounts at businesses around the area. Are you aggravated with algebra, dismayed by DMAs, or troubled by trigonometry? Help is on its way. There's free tutoring available to all isothermal students currently enrolled in math. For one-on-one tutoring, call Regina McKinney to schedule an appointment. There is also open lab tutoring for any math class. Drop by room 142 in the administration building on Friday mornings from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. or room 141 in the administration building on Tuesday and Thursday nights from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Don't forget the Foothills Nursing Consortium registered nursing deadline, which is Wednesday, January 21st of next year. For more information, contact Tina Porter. Also, there's still time to enroll for licensed practical nursing. The deadline is April 23rd of next year. Contact Tina Porter for information on this as well. Reporting for Campus Connection, I'm Brittany Robinson. Take care, everyone.
Well, this makes the second consecutive month that the state unemployment has increased. That brings unemployment up from 6.5% in July to 6.8% in August. Employment positions have been open, though, since the 1st of September with the DCR workforce staffing Right Way Services and Rutherford and Polk County schools. Isothermal works alongside the Workforce Solutions Office in Forest City, bringing job preparation classes to those seeking a job. For a look at what's happening around our area, here's Dylan Huffman with this week's County Wrap-Up.
As summer comes to a close and fall is quickly approaching, the towns of Forest City, Spindale, and Rutherfordton will be providing leaf pickup to their residents within city limits. Specific dates will be announced in your local newspaper. At the Forest City Town meeting last week, Forest City Mayor Dennis Tarleton presented Rutherfordton Mayor Jimmy Dancy with an I Heart Rutherford County t-shirt in response to the Rutherford Town administration team accepting the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. Both towns contributed money to help fight the cause. In Rutherfordton, the town council is finalizing a grant they received last year to help with recycling in the town. The town of Spindale's work continues on the $6 million sewer project. The interlocal agreement will now put the sewer fees on the county tax bill, and residents will have to have their bill paid each year by January 6th. Sponsored by Ellenboro School, the Ellenboro Colfax Free Fair has been a long-lasting tradition in the community for 8 decades. The fair was this past week, September 16th through the 20th. The fair helps to raise money for the school. Well, that's a look at what's going on in our community. For Campus Connection, I'm Dylan Huffman.
It's time to throw away that sunscreen. Fall is here and just in time. For your weekly weather forecast is our good friend Jamie in the Weather Center.
Thanks, Chuck. We'll start off this week's 5-day forecast with Wednesday, as it'll be the sunniest of the week, but also the lowest temperatures. We'll start off with a high of 72 and a low of 57. Now, this definitely means that fall is in the air. The leaves are just barely starting to change, but as the week progresses, we'll start to see a little bit of a flashback of summer. Thursday, it'll be partly cloudy, and it'll continue to get cloudier throughout the week from there. The high will increase to 73 and the low to 61. Now Friday at night, we're going to see our highest chance of precipitation rising up to 20%, although the temperature will rise up to a high of 77 and a low of 57. Saturday was going to be mostly cloudy with a high of 75 and a low of 61. Sunday, it'll be the highest temperatures we've seen all week, but do not expect that to continue. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you, Jamie. Week 5 was an exciting time for all county football teams. Each team captured a win, except for Chase, who were defeated at their own homecoming. Coming to us with all the hard hits are Ryan Pilgrim and Charles Harrison.
RS Central bounced back Friday night, beating Drone 30-14. RS goes on the road this week, taking on Powerhouse Crest. Shelby came into Chase Friday, ruining homecoming for the Trojans, their fourth loss of the season, losing 35-10. Thomas Jefferson improved to 3-1, beating Asheville School 40-16. The Griffins will be back on the road Friday. East came out on top versus East Burke Friday night. The final score was 41-18. The Cavs are 3-2 now on the season.
We will be right back after this.
Isothermal Community College was founded upon a mission to bring a good and accessible education to those around the Rutherford and Polk County area, supplying a way for people to go as far as they had ever hoped. And now, Isothermal continues on with that mission stronger than ever before, gladly providing an opportunity to whoever is in need. Isothermal Community College, celebrating 50 years of community.
Isothermal Community College is my college.
Isothermal Community College is my college.
Isothermal Community College is my college.
And for 50 years, Isothermal Community College has been your college, guiding students from 16 to 60 in the pursuit of their dreams and helping to create a strong foundation on which success can be built. Isothermal Community College is here
to help you to meet the challenge of change.
At Isothermal Community College, many of the students here have accomplished amazing feats. Our student population ranges from those who are simultaneously earning a high school degree and an associate's degree, to those who are raising a family, working full-time, and still managing to take college classes. This semester, we will introduce a new segment called Student Profiles. So if you know an undergraduate who embodies the Isothermal Community College spirit, we want to meet them. We're asking staff and faculty to nominate students for the weekly profile and tell us their story so we can tell you. Email your nominations to icc.campusconnection@gmail.com. Great places to eat can be hard to find. Well, what about those of you trying to find the perfect place to hold a function for an event? We talked with Stanley McIntyre, where he discussed the Dunbar Community Center and everything it has to offer.
My name is Stanley McIntyre, and welcome to the dining room. The concept for the restaurant in the Dunbar Center was actually part of the original plan. We had facility here that had space, and the board of the directors of the organization decided that we would do a restaurant or a weekend cafe. Having worked in healthcare for a while, I realized food can either heal you or kill you. So what we've decided to do with this restaurant, along with the traditional dishes, is offer healthy choices that are very, very flavorful and good for you. In addition to the dining room, which will do some private dining and be available, we do offer space in the gym area for larger events. We offer space within this building for entrepreneurs who are looking to start small businesses. It is basically here to answer the needs of the community. And for us, community is like-minded, similar situations, and people who need a place to have their functions and events. Our menu is going to be very, very inclusive of a lot of dishes simply because I like to eat. And one of the things that moved me toward developing the dining room or the restaurant was the fact that when I was available in the daytime to have lunch, I really wanted a variety of foods. So after a while, I lost weight simply because I got tired of eating the same thing.
With all that's happened lately in the NFL with allegations of spousal abuse and player suspensions, we went out and about around campus to ask students what they think regarding the Ray Rice situation.
Hey, what do you think about the NFL's handling of the Ray Rice situation?
I think that they completely handled it wrong. I feel like they're telling people that if you do beat somebody like your wife, that they won't get in much trouble, you'll get suspended.
I don't think it was handled well by anyone. I don't think it was handled well by the media, the NFL commissioner, or the Baltimore Ravens. I think that it was done too hastily in every situation, and I think the punishment's fair now, but it was handled too hastily and very clumsily by the media and Roger Goodell.
Obviously, I think Ray Rice should be suspended for his life. I also think that Roger Goodell should lose his job because obviously the NFL covered it up. And it is despicable for anyone to say that a woman should deserve to be hit in any situation.
I don't think they were aggressive enough about it. I think they were deceptive about it. They knew more than what they let on initially. And with athletes being role models for many young men, they need to set an example.
Handled it correctly. Because he's not only representing the team, but he's representing himself and his hometown. So I feel like, I guess it could be a bad influence on certain young minors, maybe trying to grow up and try to follow his footsteps. So I think they handled it right, but maybe in the future he can just make better decisions.
It's not over yet. Summer might have passed, but the Ice Bucket Challenge endures on. This past week, Health and Public Services participated in the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge.
Health and Public Services are here to do our cold water challenge, and we are challenging and calling out our fearless leader, Dr. Johnny Smith,
who was not here today.
and he's supposed to be here.
In his suit.
In his suit!
And ice with the water.
So we are calling out Dr. Johnny Smith and
Skylar Elton. And the cosmetology department's calling out the continuing education department.
Woohoo! And Angela Marlowe.
Are we ready?
Ruth Colno, too.
Ruth Colno! Okay, we're ready.
Quit moving!
Oh my gosh, somebody's got a really good aim.
The Spindale Bike Trail has a fresh new look to it. Over the summer, the town of Spindale received a grant which helped pave a section of the trail from Main Street in Spindale to Whitesides Road. Cyclists, runners, joggers, and dog walkers can now enjoy the fine feel of asphalt under their feet or bike tires. With fall fast approaching, the trail won't be enjoyed by as many until the warmer days of spring. But anyone is welcome to enjoy this convenient amenity. If you plan on using the trail, please keep in mind that motorized vehicles are absolutely not allowed. And remember to be respectful to others and share the trail. Over the past few years, the college has had a cafe attached to the Student Center, but since the college opened this fall, the space has seen little more than locked doors and closed signs. We've asked Stephen Matheny for more information about future plans for our campus cafe.
We do have some future plans, but it doesn't include reopening the cafe. REACH currently uses a space across the student lobby or the lobby in that building. We plan on moving REACH over there and repurposing the space. REACH uses that space for a lunchroom facility. They use it as a seminar room, and they also use it for scheduling a few classes. We want to expand our bookstore. We want to convert the bookstore from just being a bookstore into a campus shop model where we can bring the apparel off the wall and, you know, really provide some other products and services through our bookstore. It's very congested in there at the beginning of semesters. We have to limit the number of students that we can serve, and we think it will provide a greater service to our students, to our faculty and staff and members of the community by doing this.
Constitution Day is dedicated for the appreciation of the United States main law, the Constitution. On this highly anticipated day, fellow students and classmates were sure to make their presence with attendance. All of the seats were filled as the double doors welcomed all which had interest in the ceremony. Our very own Mr. Charles Harrison was able to converse with the guest of honor, Judge Bob Hunter of the North Carolina Court of Appeals, about his most challenging cases.
What is a typical day in your field?
As a judge, it's totally different than the way it used to be when I was in the legislature and practicing law. As a judge, I'm an appellate judge, so we hear the cases that are appealed from the trial courts of North Carolina.
What was the hardest decision you ever made as a judge?
40% of the cases I sit on are criminal cases, and that goes criminal cases all the way up to where somebody gets a life sentence. Cases where the death sentence is imposed, those go straight to the Supreme Court.
What advice would you have for the young generation that's trying to pursue a career in the field that you're in right now?
To be a judge, you got to be a lawyer. So for those that want to be a lawyer, it's a little tougher right now. But I think it's starting to improve as far as law students getting jobs. That's one thing I've tried to do, is help a lot of students who come out of law school to find jobs.
This year marks a milestone for Isothermal Community College. It's their 50th anniversary, and they plan to really celebrate.
To each and every one out there, I want to invite you to our 50th anniversary gala celebration this Saturday, September the 27th, on the campus of Isothermal Community College. There will be food and fun for everyone. There will be many musical groups playing, games, and every kind of thing you can imagine to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Isothermal Community College, an institution that has provided opportunity and hope for our citizens for over 50 years. And we are looking forward to serving this community for another 50 years.
The celebration will kick into high gear on Saturday, September 27th. The entire community is invited to celebrate with the college. There will be food, games, and live entertainment, including Acoustic Syndicate and Citizen Mojo. The festivities begin at 8 a.m. with the Patriot Run. For a complete schedule of the day's lineup, please visit isothermal.edu. Thank you for joining us this week on Campus Connection. I'm Chuck Thompson, and we leave you with highlights from last week's intramural kickball game here at ICC.